Hi. Hopefully this is working. Um, I've never done this before. So, hello everyone. Welcome in. I'm Magic. And I'm so glad that you are here, although right now it seems as though I'm probably by myself. Oh boy. What is this? Huh. Okay. So I'm going to learn as I go because I watch those videos, but I don't remember anything from them. So, hey, welcome in. I'm Magic, and I'm glad that you're here. Today I'm trying to sell my cross stitch. Man, I'm this is my first show ever or live thing, so it's gonna be rough, I think. Um, the Eevee here, I know it doesn't really look like much, but it did take me quite a while. I tried to put a backing on it because I do, in fact, have a small child who can't leave things alone. So it's to protect the stitches in case you also have a similar problem. Um, so yeah, hi, welcome in. I'm really socially awkward, but I'm trying my best. So I got this Eevee. Man, I'm not good at knowing where my camera is on this thing. Uh, and yeah, also got the first set of evolutions. I got Vaporeon, which this one actually took a lot of effort. There was a lot of like little spots to get, a lot more colors. This one had the most colors, I think. Um, so I think this one also took the longest out of all of them, to be fair. And then we also have Jolteon, which ironically enough shares colors with Umbreon, the dark Pokemon. I really like Eevees, so Eevee's my favorite Pokemon, and I love all the Eevee evolutions. I currently only have like the first, all of them have backings because, child. Uh, protect them from small children who, curiosity and stuff. Then I have Flareon. This one also was like a lot of like small places, but strangely didn't take as long as Vaporeon, probably because it didn't have as many colors. Um, and then obviously I have Espeon and Umbreon here. Umbreon is actually my favorite Eevee evolution, although I think Espeon makes a good partner for them. Um, but yeah, like I said, all of them have the screen backing on it, mainly because that's the color that I have. Man, thank you for joining me on my first attempt to ever do a live anything. If you have any questions or would like to see a particular one, just let me know in the chat and I will do my best to keep up with that. I don't even know how many people are here. Um, anyway, ironically enough, I taught myself to cross stitch, but that was just because when I was pregnant with my second son, I needed a stress relief and found that cross stitch helped a lot. And so I've been getting better and practicing more. Only recently started backing them. So, oh, Okay. Hello. Trying to get them set up so I can grab them easier without having to shift through them. Uh, but yeah, so if you have like questions or would like to see like the backing or anything else, just let me know. Oh, hello. Man, I cannot. It is such small writing. Uh, so I used to have a craft shop in which I sold like 3D origami swans and other products like blankets and pillows and heating pads and things. Unfortunately, when everything shut down, that shop kind of closed. So now I'm attempting to do all this stuff online, and somehow that makes me feel like I'm more awkward, but we're getting through it. Um, Now, granted, it is a handmade product, so it is something that people can make, but they often don't want to. So, like for instance, this one took, like I said, took the longest. So, and there's a lot of little details and things in there. Don't know if you can see that. I'm trying my best here with the lighting that I have. Um, so and I know that like cross stitch is frustrating for a lot of people. Um, one of my people, a lot of people I know prefer crochet or knitting, but to me those are frustrating. So I guess each person has their own thing. And the wonderful thing about handmade products is that when you buy them, you don't have to make them yourself. Let me know if you guys can hear me as well. Um, I assume that if you couldn't by now, somebody would have said something. So. Um, I think they're cool because everyone loves Pokemon, and well, that doesn't necessarily make it cool, but I think Pokemon are pretty cool. Although I would be a little bit terrified to live in a world where they actually existed, but it would be worth it to have Eevees and all their marvelous evolutions. This one's Majolteon, so it's got like the little different lightings and stuff, so you can see kind of like the light, how the light would look on the Pokemon if it was. So uh, each one of these takes quite a bit of hours. And then I after I stitch them and make sure everything is secured, and I take the fabric out of the hoop and then I wash them so to make sure that the ink doesn't bleed and get any yellowing out of it. And then after it dries, I re-put it back in the hoop and stitch up the back and add the backing to it so that way it can the stitches can be protected. The backing isn't really supposed to be seen. I'm still working on getting better at it. But yeah, so it's a process. And sorry. Uh, some of them I would get through with what I thought I'd get through with the color, and then I'd realize that I missed a stitch and would have to go back and like get that color again and redo it. Um, each handmade product usually does come with its own little quirks and stuff. That's the beauty of handmade stuff is that no two products are usually the same. Yeah, thanks for joining in, guys. I don't really know what to say. So this one is Flareon. He had a little bit. He had a little bit harder time getting out like some discoloration of the fabric, but he's doing. I think he's pretty good. He's got I think maybe almost as many colors as Vaporeon, maybe just a smidgen under. You can see all the little details there. Hold on. One moment. I have to deal with something. Sorry, I got kids, and even though there's other adults in the house, apparently mom is the only one they can ask a question to. Hello. And so, yeah. Umbreon, as I said, is my favorite. This is obviously the normal Umbreon, although I've heard a lot of people would like to get the shiny one. Man, there it is. Okay, sorry. Lost track where the camera was again. So I'm trying to sell the Eevee by itself, obviously, but I have the first three as a set, and then I have Umbreon, the first evolutions, Vaporeon, Flareon, and Jolteon, and then I have Espeon and Umbreon as a set as well. If you prefer them individually, I guess you can let me know, and I can see about adjusting that. I'm not really sure how to. So let's see. Okay. Or if like we could probably do auction maybe. Still figuring out how all this live streaming stuff works and how the video things go. So I was gonna go ahead and do this one. Hold on, I'm trying to read what it says. Okay. So this is Eevee. I'm not very great at this stuff, so I'm just trying to figure out how all the live stuff works and where all the buttons are and how to start things. And so we're gonna give this a go. I don't know how long I'm gonna stay live here. We'll see how it goes. But this one is the Eevee. I'm trying to do this one by itself. It did take me 9 hours to do this Eevee, even though, it's kind of little, or at least it looks little. It isn't a 6-inch hoop, but it's that includes like washing it and stitching up the backing and putting the backing on it and all that. So that's a lot of things. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just checking my pages for things. if there's a particular set that you guys are interested in, just let me know. I'm still working on Leafeon and Glaceon, and then Sylveon, I think, is the last one. I do have the first trio as well. I can show you the backs if you'd like. And then I have obviously, my favorite pair. So, as well. Making sure I'm not missing anything in the chat. Okay. We've been here about 20-ish minutes. I don't know who's all been here for a while and who hasn't. Hello, welcome in. My name's Magic. I'm doing my best on my first attempt here to go live on any platform, really. I think I've gone live on YouTube once or a couple times, but like it was like really slow, and I mainly talk to myself. So still learning how to interact. But this is Umbreon. There's lots of different like little shadings, and like even like, I don't know if you can see, but like the even in the yellow, there's like different shades of like yellow and kind of like a gold. If there's any details that you'd like to know about any of them, feel free to ask. I will do my best to answer. So far, right now I'm currently working on the Leafeon. So far, I think it's been the most fun one to make, which is interesting. I think it's the bright colors, maybe. But Vaporeon here also has a lot of like little shadings and things, different like variations of the colors throughout it. Most of them do. Like, as you can see on his tail and his head, there's some slightly different color variations. So welcome in. Interesting. Yeah, it gave me a rehearse option, but I'm not sure. I don't know. Sorry, I'm a little awkward, and I tend to just say whatever pops into my brain. So yeah, like see, and like Eevee even has its own like variations of that shading difference. These are all like 14 count ADA. This is a 6-inch frame. The rest of these are all in 8-inch frames, and it's a felt backing. I have washed them to make sure that the thread doesn't bleed, among other things. The backing is to protect the stitches in the back. So I don't know if any of you like, if Eevee's like your favorite as well, but Eevee's my favorite. I think it's because my fondness for the fact that they have so many different options that they can turn into. not all just set into one thing, which is pretty cool in my opinion. And uh, if you do you have a favorite Eevee evolution, um, or is or even what is your favorite Pokemon? I guess. Um, I know that my son likes Jolteon the best. I think it's probably because of being electric type, like Pikachu, and he really likes Pikachu. Um, but no, I'm not sure what else I can say about these actually. Do you have any questions? Kind of just, an honest person here, so I tend to just tell you how things are in my going. Um, Probably be better if I was more like, yeah, look at this. This is like, but like, I just don't. I don't know what to say, to be real honest. And no one seems to be really talking, so don't know. I don't have any questions or anything to answer, so. All right, I think we're going to be on here for another like 5-ish minutes. If anybody has any questions or anything else about it, please let me know. Um, Not sure which one. I haven't really shown much of. There's this one. I did have them hanging on the wall for a little bit to take pictures and things of them. If you want to look at those. Um, yeah. Okay. I think at this point I've kind of gone through them all. I've only got the 6 here. So I'm not real sure what else to say on it. Um, Welcome in if you are just joining. Trying to talk about the EV cross stitches that I have available. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment in the chat. Again, it's a 14 count Ada with DMC floss and a felt backing. This one's in a 6-inch hoop. Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon, Espeon, and Umbreon, though, are all in this 8-inch hoop. So um, your handmade items, each one took quite a bit of time and effort. The fabric was washed before it was re-put in and backed. The backing is to protect the stitches in the back because, um, well, children particularly like to take things off the wall and pull at things, so it's a little bit easier to protect them if there's something in the back to stop that. And since the back isn't really seen, it doesn't really impact how it looks. I am working on getting better at backing it, though. I'm still new to the process. Making sure I've not missed anything. So usually work on these when I'm like, just kind of like idle, not having much to do, or during different treatments and things. So people, thank you for joining. We're just going to keep going for a few more minutes here. Um, do you have any questions? Anything that you'd like to know about the cross stitches? Would you like to see a particular Eevee evolution up close? Um, would you like me to show you anything? So, um, this is Eevee. Don't know if you can see that. See the shading. I don't really have the best of lighting, and I'm sorry about that. I currently lost my setup that I was using for like YouTube and stuff. So I'm trying to get a new setup, but it's going to be probably a little bit, and I need, everything costs money nowadays. So got this. Hello guys, welcome in. I'm Magic. I'm showing my Eevee and Eevee Evolution cross stitches. They are done on 14 count Ada with felt backing and DMC floss. Eevee's in a 6-inch frame, and Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon, Umbreon, and Espeon are in 8-inch frames. If you'd like to see a particular one, just let me know. If you have any questions, and there's a particular set that you'd like me to put as an auction, just let me know. So, all right. I'll been here for a little over 30 minutes, and from what I can tell, there hasn't been any questions or any inquiries as to like see anything in particular or have me answer any particular questions or a particular set or anything that they would like to do an auction on, etc. So at this point, I think I'm going to call it quits for now, and we'll be back later as soon as I figure that out. Yeah, just one more time, I do have this Eevee 6-inch frame, and then we have Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon as a set. If any of you would prefer them individually, just let me know. I can split them up if I have to. But since they are the first trio, just figured probably would be better to have them together. And then we also have Espeon and Umbreon as well. So, yeah, we these are also as a set, but again, I'd be willing to do individual if there was an inquiry for that. I might have on the next one I do, I might have some of my 3D origami swans or some beaded lizards or maybe even some coasters or something, maybe a blanket. But for now, this is what I have available to make. I'm hopeful to have more stuff the next time I come on. But for right now, we just have the cross stitches. So just let me know if you're interested. One moment, please. I'm going to verify I'm not missing anything in the chat. All right, guys. Again, these are available in my shop. It's time for me to go. Thank you for everyone who stopped by and showed an interest, even if there wasn't much interaction this time. I'm still learning, so I think I'll get better over time. Until then, I don't know. I usually, when I end my YouTube channel, I just say, love always wins. So I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for stopping by.